Alright, hello and welcome. My name is Jason Welsh and this is my micro display. So I wanted to become a vendor that could set up at any event, no matter how big or small it was. So I got a couple options. I got the 10-foot tent if I want, and that's good for really big events, but I wanted to have something for really small events too, that I don't take up a whole lot of room, but still have a good collection. So it also has to be portable, something I can, set up within maybe 10 minutes tops. What I have is a suitcase. That hasn't changed. I've always used suitcases. On one side I have all my necklaces, and on one side I have all the rings, and they're labeled by size. Then I have earrings. The thing that makes this display a little bit different than my other ones is, so if I'm a customer, I'm like, ooh, these earrings are cool. And I can look at the earrings. They have a neodymium magnet on the back. So what I could do, put it right back there. So they can look, put back. Let's say my prices change. In different events I might set up different prices. This is the back of the suitcase. These are also magnets. I can switch them around. If I want to pack up the whole thing, I could just simply rotate this around. I do have a piece of craft foam that fits underneath the table. It's 3 inches. You can sit it on top and then close the lid. And the compression makes everything stay in place. Cool. Alright, so necklaces that, so my expensive necklaces, rings. Over here I have 2 7-foot poles that fit into the back of it. And you can see these things. So these are old pieces of dead tree that I preserved. And I mounted magnets on them. So there's a neodymium magnet. And if I want to just set that up, I can. If I want to store these, I just twist them once and then rotate them around and wrap them around and then put them in another suitcase. So the whole thing takes up 2 suitcases, and there's a small platform and 2 poles. That's it. And these are some of my inexpensive necklaces. And kids like these things, so I kept them a little higher, but I do like the fact that kids can play with this stuff, so I might, drape them down a little bit further. I'm not one of those weird vendors that are like, no, don't touch anything, you'll break it. That's weird. Got my ring sizer mounted over on the side. And over here I have my business cards mounted in this cool little dish. So I've been pounding out copper bowls. This one is set inside an antler, and that's also on a magnet. You gotta watch your fingers, those magnets really do hurt. Very strong. Cool. Down below I can keep a small thing of inventory and my power supply. Nice travel power supply. If you get a chance, if you're a vendor, this is what I highly suggest. Get one of these. It has a USB port. See it? So you can charge your phone what I like about this model, you can check your battery too. So I don't use it to jump my car, but I will run my phone for almost 2.5 days. Easy. And if I need to charge it, I can charge it out of my car. Let's see what else. Yeah, this is just, it's kind of like an internal case right here that folds up, and the legs come apart, and they're all mounted via one screw right there. The cloth fits in the other suitcase. Well, the sign is pretty cool. So the sign is, I took plexiglass and printed it off and then grew copper on top of it and then patinaed it with Miracle-Gro and vinegar. And you get this really cool pitted patina. And then sealed it with Rust-Oleum clear coat. Alright, so I'm going to try this out, see how it works. I got a couple events coming up soon. All you do is have to search that on Facebook if you're interested, and if you're local to Jackson, Michigan. What I found out, and if you're new into vending, and you should maybe kind of look at this, but when I first started out vending, I was really small. I started out real small vending, and then I got a lot of people. There was no doubt about it. But as I increased the amount of goods on the table, it was almost as if the human mind couldn't comprehend what to choose from. So, especially with smaller events, very catered. They just couldn't formulate it. So inside, I would almost suggest a small venue setup. And if you're outside, that's where you get the 3 or 4 6-foot tables filled with things. Just what I've noticed, in my humble opinion, what I've seen so far. Of course, everywhere is different. Alright, so I hope you enjoy. Have a good one.